long season. Time to grab that lunch pail and go to work.
MP, you're my favorite player, man. Always.
Up next, the 76ers taking on the Knicks. For Philadelphia, the stars have aligned. Performing better than last season, you can feel. Welcome, everyone. A little extra excitement for you tonight. It's the first game of the NBA Cup, and along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke, and with this being the first game of their NBA Cup campaign, the goal is to make it out of the group stage.
Yeah, B.A. We get 4 teams in each conference that make it. It's the three group winners plus a wild card. One thing to keep in mind, point differential could be key in advancing.
Now, New York starting 5. Precious Achiuwa is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Mikal Bridges, then it's OG Anunoby, and it's Brunson in at the point. Grimes, the pass to Maxey. Gets the 3 to fall.
And just so good at playing at high speed. Maxey gets the ball and takes the fast shot.
And here's Brunson from the arc. The rebound by Embiid. George outside. Over Brunson. He's on target from 8 feet out.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to catch up with Nick Nurse, and we discussed Mikal Bridges. Coach said Mikal creates a lot of problems with his movement off the ball. He keeps the defense on its toes. We can't allow him to get into a rhythm. And he also praised Bridges' on-ball defense. He'll be the focus of their game plan tonight. Brian?
Appreciate the report, Allie. Outside Maxey. Screen by Embiid. And the 76ers another 3.
He deked the defenders there, and they thought Maxey was going to dish to a big, but instead, he kept it and scored.
Bridges outside. Pass to Towns. Brunson with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's blocked by Embiid.
You have to be aware of Embiid at all times. He's an outstanding shot blocker.
George's shot is off. For New York, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Inside. Oh, George with a steal. Here we go. Moving it up. Here's Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Yeah, Embiid can throw it down from anywhere. So much power for the big fella.
Now the Knicks with it. 8-point game. They're moving on after a tough loss they took at the hands of the Pacers.
They hit a couple big shots, but overall, there was a lack of consistency. Just not their night at the offensive end.
You know what? There was a lot of standing around in that basketball game. Failing to move bodies and failing to move the basketball is a bad formula.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Boy, it's been fun watching this player do his thing lately. Our player of the week for the Eastern Conference.
Lately, he's been showing off his talents as a passer, moving the ball around the floor with great accuracy and putting it in the hands of well-positioned shooters, just making all the right choices.
To the middle. Here's Brunson. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
Yeah, don't let Brunson's size fool you. This guy operates consistently on the interior.
Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
Bridges passes to Brunson. Here's Towns. Achua with a screen on Embiid. Man, showing some terrific range. Towns has got 5 now.
My goodness, we've seen stretch 5s in this league, but for Karl Anthony Towns to make that long a shot, look out.
Here's Embiid. And some solid defense from Towns. Brunson up top. His last outing, he had 24 points. Got it. 2 for 5 now.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Shots good by the great one.
This team trusts Maxey to make good decisions with the ball.
Knicks trail by 5. Brunson passes to Anunoby. Back to Brunson. Add that to his line. Now 3 for 6.
What you see is continued improvement in his ability to create for others. Great to see OG Anunoby make the open read.
The size mismatch makes that a high percentage look.
And Brunson's got the ball here for the Knicks. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's the great one. Drops in the 3. The great one's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Brunson passes to Bridges. Back to Brunson. Elbow shot. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Give him 8.
We know that the defense in today's NBA wants to take away the rim and the 3. Mr. Brunson says, I'll take that mid-range.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Outside Achua. Anunoby finds Bridges. And the 3 off target. Philadelphia leading by 8. Here's Maxey. And he lays it up and in. Maxey's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Brunson passes to Anunoby. Back to Brunson. Shoots from 14. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's the great one. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on OG Anunoby.
Almost converts despite the contact.
And in the front end of the back-to-back, what's important?
Well, B.A., most coaches treat this one like a regular game. Try to win. Don't worry about minutes. Tomorrow, they may adjust the rotations a bit.
McBride, he's checked in for Anunoby. The kick out to Brunson. Towns outside from the arc. Rebound by Philadelphia. They've been playing excellent team basketball. 9 wins in a row.
Well, this is a basketball team that's really humming right now. And what you love is they're working together as a unit, which makes it fun to watch. What I'm curious about here is when teams start to adapt and take away their best strategy, how do they keep the streak going? Really, really interested to see how this plays out.
Here's Brunson. Left side McBride to stop the run. Sinks the tray.
The beauty of Jalen Brunson, you can play him at the 1 or the 2, but we know he's always going to put the pass on time and on target.
Pass to Grimes. Here's the great one. Embiid with it, covered by Towns. And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a three-point play here. Going to the line for one. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the 76ers?
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Here's Grimes. McBride covers. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. Squads that love to run. Last year's team leaders in fast break points. Fifth best, the 76ers.
You know, it really made for some exciting games the way this team ran the floor. Always maintaining impressive energy in transition.
Andre Drummond is checked in for Philadelphia. Pass to Kolek. Right side Achua. Outside McBride. Here's Kolek. Now Brunson. 6 on the shot clock. Shakes him. Blocked!
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Grimes, the pass to George. From downtown. Shot's good by the great one. The great one's got 9.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Knicks trail by 16. Here's Brunson outside. It's hauled in by the great one.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And the layup is good off the glass. He's got 11.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
New York has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Pass to McBride. Can they get it? Sends it home from three-point land. McBride's got his second basket.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the three. It's really that simple, guys.
That one drops for him.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
New York has gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Thanks, guys. The Knicks went all in this summer, trading with their rivals, the Brooklyn Nets, for Mikal Bridges. In reuniting a core that won collegiate championships together, they hope to replicate that success at this level. And now with perhaps the league's top defensive wing tandem, they'll have a chance.
Oh, big-time move. Shams, appreciate the report.
But Jalen Brunson's driving ability just puts such extraordinary pressure on defenses.
Both free throws, good from Brunson. Philadelphia leading by 15. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Paul George spent some time talking about his idol. He said the person who motivated me as a kid was Kobe Bryant. Growing up in Southern California, watching him every day, I wanted to emulate him. I attacked the game the same way he did, trying to work on every deficiency, play both ends, and be a competitor.
His impact lives on, Allie. The hard work that Brunson has put in over the years, it really shows in his game, Doris.
I'll say this about Jalen Brunson. As his coach likes to say, he may not pass the eye test, but he passes the win test. Unbelievable footwork, fundamentals, and a clutch gene. Love Jalen Brunson's game.
Shot's good by the great one.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Here's Brunson. Count that bucket. Brunson's got 13.
I'll tell you, despite this guy's strong play in this period, they're still behind. Someone else has got to step up.
The great one can't get it to go.
No question who's in control of the board so far.
Bridges passes to Towns. Misses the three.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Here's the great one. Score that basket. His 8th out of 9 shots here today.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Count it.
And he's single-handedly trying to keep them alive. Terrific scoring quarter. Will it be enough, though?
The great one passes to Drummond. Here's the great one. That one's in there. Drummond with the assist. The great one's got 21 points in the game.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Pass to Akporti. Back to Brunson. Step back shot. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
Yeah, simply stated, Jalen Brunson filling it up right now. There are no signs that he's slowing down anytime soon.
Shot's good by the great one.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And Brunson's got the ball here for the Knicks. They trail by 18. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year.
The team they beat in round 1 of the playoffs last season. Now, those guys will be looking for some serious payback.
Here's the great one. Brunson defending. Oubre passes to Drummond. 4 seconds left. The shot no good. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers feeling confident. 18-point lead to end that quarter. And they've been shooting the... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Or the 76ers at the top of their game, huh?
With their offense clicking on all cylinders, they own that first quarter.
That's exactly the start you want. You take complete command. Now you've got to maintain that focus.
On the court right now for the Knicks, they've got P.J. Tucker. Miles McBride is out there with Mikal Bridges. And it's Kolek in at the 1 spot.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Pass to Embiid. Now here's Drummond. Here's McCain. The 3-ball. Offensive rebound. And the jam by Drummond.
Andre Drummond understands if I can get to the offensive window, I can put points on the board.
Here's Kolek. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Yep, that one's good. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Here's the great one. Pass to Embiid. Here's the great one. Takes the 3, and Embiid gets a 3. Embiid's got 12 points.
And we know Embiid has this kind of touch from deep. Nice triple.
Tucker with a screen on Oubre. Here's Bridges. Uses the glass on the layup. Bridges has got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
To the inside. Here's Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
2 strong points from Embiid. His MO is to own the painted area.
Now here's Bridges. Last game for him, he picked up 10. And he drops it in from the low post.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Shot's good by the great one.
That's his first triple of the second period, third of the game.
Outside Tucker. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Kolek. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Kolek's got 5 points now this quarter. Pass to McCain. Here's the great one. Embiid inside. Check by Tucker. Embiid passes to Drummond. Double team on Drummond. Embiid with it. Over Tucker. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Here's Kolek. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Here's Drummond. And the jam by Drummond.
Boy, power play by Andre Drummond. He has made a career out of stress testing the rims.
McBride passes to Tucker. Tucker with a screen on Oubre. For three, Bridges. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
The great one can't get it to go. New York has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Pass to Bridges. Here's Kolek. There's the three. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Shot's good by the great one. The great one's got 28 points for the game.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Here's Kolek. That one drops. 3 for 6 now.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Drummond passes to the great one. Oh, it's stolen by Tucker. Oubre against Bridges. It's hauled in by Oubre. The Sixers lead by 23. Pass to the great one. Embiid against Tucker. Embiid's shot is good. Embiid's got 18.
In such a rhythm right now. Feathery touch. He's lighting them up.
Tucker with a screen. For three, Bridges. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And he makes it.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Now a timeout called by New York. So it's both teams making substitutions here. All right, let's look back on last season for a moment. Here where you're scoring. Checked in for New York. Here's the great one. 28 points for him. Here's Bona. The great one passes to Grimes. Here's the great one. Brunson defending. Shot's good by the great one. The great one's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Brunson passes to Achua. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson.
I'll tell you, a confident stroke from Precious Achua. He has elevated this aspect of his game.
Pass to Grimes. Here's the great one. From behind the arc. Drains the triple. The great one's got 33 points.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And it's Brunson missing.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Here's the great one. No good on the triple. And here's Bridges. With 1 on the clock. And there's Brunson. That one's good. On the assist by Bridges. And so it's Philadelphia in total control. Up by 29 going into the break. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Hello and welcome. First up, folks, let's take a moment to see how things are shaking down in the Rookie of the Year race.
You never know how long it will take for a rookie to adjust to the NBA game, but these guys have figured it out quickly.
Yeah. And turning back to our first half, things going well, extremely well for the Philadelphia 76ers. Glad you could join us.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Well, when Mikal Bridges was drafted in 2018, his hometown team, the Philadelphia 76ers, elected to trade him after selecting him.
And B.A., he made no secret of the fact that that was a heartbreaking moment at the time. Consider that his mom actually worked in the Sixers front office in those days. But in the end, he has carved out one heck of a career.
Joel Embiid is out there with George. Then there's Tyrese Maxey, and it's the great one in at the point guard position. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Embiid inside. Towns on him. Lets it fly. Embiid gets the bucket. 22 points for him.
Yeah, good things happen when Embiid has the ball in his hands. I mean, this guy can do it all.
Second half getting started. About a minute played. Banked it in off the glass.
He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
Embiid passes to the great one. Embiid against Towns. Embiid inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Embiid's got 24.
I love the confidence Embiid plays with, especially this close to the rim.
Here's Brunson outside. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. The great one passes to Grimes. Now here's Maxey. He's guarded by Bridges. And that's good. Maxey for 3. Maxey's got 18.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
And here's Brunson from the arc. Brunson missing again. The 76ers have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. George's shot is off. Oh, George with a steal. And a moment to check out who New York has coming up. On Wednesday, the Chicago Bulls. Come to town, kicking off a homestand for them. Then on Friday, they'll host the Brooklyn Nets.
Some might look at this schedule and already mark off how many wins they'll get, but I think that's a mistake. You can never take a night off in the NBA. Even the ones you think will be easy are tough.
Outside Anunoby. And here's Brunson from the arc. Pure from three-point range.
That's business right there. Jalen Brunson, the catch, shoot, and on to the next play.
George passes to the great one. Achua with a steal. George against Brunson. Rebound by Philadelphia.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Pass to the great one. Back to Embiid. Here's the great one. Clock at 6. And here's Embiid. There's the triple. Knocks down the long J. Embiid's got 27 points.
Without missing a beat, Embiid gets the shot up. And that's the work of an assertive offensive player.
Outside Brunson. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Philadelphia has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. George, no good. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Brunson. New York, no good that time either. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Maxey against Bridges. Maxey, that's good. Maxi's got 5 points now this quarter.
You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all night. Incredible.
Brunson is doubled, kicks it out Towns. Back to Brunson. The three. Brunson missing again.
But I love the determination, guys. It's simply not there for him right now.
George outside. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue, but in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
And Anunoby gets it to go.
Nice job by OG Anunoby to be aggressive from distance.
George scanning the floor. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And the Knicks shooting 40% since the break. Here's Brunson. And it's blocked by Embiid. It's George on the wing. 10 points for him. Sinks it from distance. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Philadelphia.
Well, you have to like what you've seen from them defensively. They've done well contesting shots and have managed to come away with some blocks, too.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Pass to the gray one. Embiid inside. Covered by Towns. Embiid can't hit. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. The Knicks, one of the top defensive teams in the league, and it starts in the paint. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, quote, "We've prided ourselves on having a tight shell. We've got great rim protection, guys who take charges, and we're aggressive on the ball. Guys, great defense has always been Tibbs' MO."
And nothing has changed now. Thanks, Allie.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight. Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Here's Brunson outside. Knocks it down from distance. Brunson's got 27 points.
It's gotten to the point where you have to chase Jalen Brunson off the perimeter. This guy will really hurt you from deep.
Kicks it to George. The three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the Knicks. Left side Achua. Pass to Anunoby. Bridges with it. Give him 8. With the teardrop. That shot, no good. And George with some nice D. Here's Maxey. Oh, it's pure again. He's now a perfect 10 for 10 in this one.
And capable of sticking it from the mid-range, I like seeing Maxey go to work from this area.
Bridges outside. Back to Brunson. Launches it. And Grimes pulls it down. Grimes has got 4 rebounds now. Maxey passes to George. Here's the great one. Pass to George. Yet another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. The Knicks making a switch here. McBride's checked in, and he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Doris, we've heard Paul George get a lot of praise from the next generation of NBA talent.
We sure have, and it's easy to see why, Brian. This guy is fundamentally sound. He does a little bit of everything, can shoot with range, can get off the bounce. His game is so polished and smooth, worthy of emulation.
Pass to Bridges. Back to Brunson. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Brunson's got 31. Philadelphia's gotten 12 of their points this quarter from deep, 4 of 6. Shot's good by the great one.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort, not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
Here's Towns. Oh, rejected by Drummond.
Well, you can't teach size, just the old expression, and Andre Drummond making his presence felt defensively.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Here's Bridges. Rebound by Philadelphia. It's George on the wing. Achua defending. And the basket is good. George has got 18.
Now, you see Paul George stay strong and committed with the basketball, totally focused on finishing.
Now here's Brunson, guarded closely. Outside McBride, pass to Achua. And here's Brunson from the arc, hits the three-pointer. Brunson's got 15 points here in the second half.
He's looked like a totally different player in the second half. That's his third triple.
And here's Oubre, he's guarded by Bridges. Three-pointer, Oubre, that one's good.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Bridges outside. Floats one. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Kelly Oubre picks one up.
Well, you can see the confidence that Mikal Bridges has in himself. This guy's going to take pride in going up strong, forcing the issue, and getting himself to the foul line.
So both teams changing it up here. Well, Doris, since he was traded out of Phoenix, Mikal Bridges' scoring numbers have skyrocketed. Why is that?
Well, number one, he's worked hard to develop his skill on the offensive end. He came in as a 3-and-D guy, but what he's proven is he can handle the basketball, he can initiate action. You love the work ethic that went into that.
Down low. Here's Payne. Drummond grabs the miss.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Pass to the great one. There's 57 seconds left to play in the third. McCain. Second chance effort. And Drummond with the lay-in. Drummond's got his third basket on the night right there.
The shot goes up. You've got to put a body on Andre Drummond. This guy's so good off the offensive window.
To the paint. Here's Doug Porty. And that one is stuffed right through.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Pass to the great one. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And this is his third trip to the line tonight. And the free throw, no good. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Payne. Off target with the three. Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
Pass to Bona. Here's McCain. This one for three. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. Way out of reach with it. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. And remember, tonight's win means they're 1-0 in the NBA Cup. A great start to the group stage.
Well, getting that first win on
Time to warm up. Get ready to rock.
Get ready to light it up tonight.
Show your Sixers pride.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner